Hi everyone, welcome to Captain Cloud. This is my first video and I'm super excited. So, today I want to show you something really cool which nobody has done it before. Normally, if you want to create a EC2 instance or an S3 bucket on an AWS cloud, what you do? Basically, either you log into AWS console and manually create the resources, or else you write a Terraform code from the app.terraform documentation, then you start creating it. Correct? That take the time, and it's easy to make some mistakes sometimes. So that's what I thought, an AI to deploy a AWS infrastructure. So what if we could just talk to an AI, Claude Code, and it deploys the resources for you? That's what I have explored last week, so I thought of sharing it with you all. It was fun while developing the solution, and it's automating the manual task. Manual task. So in future going to be the same. So nowadays everyone, most of them are familiar with using a tool called Claude Code by Anthropic. In this video, I'll explain how it works, and also I'll actually show the live hands-on how I managed to create the resources just by a prompt. Here is the whole idea in 3 simple steps. 1. I just say what I want in plain English, like deploy a EC2 instance and an S3 bucket. That's it. No code needed. Nothing. So in step 2, the Claude AI writes all the Terraform code for me, and it shows me a preview of what's going to be deployed. And a nice thing, it always asks me before deploying it. So it never surprises me with something that cost money. So in the third step, once I say yes in the terminal, the resources start deploying. Basically, it start creating the resources for me in my AWS account just with a prompt. You might be asking how it is possible. Basically, I have created an MCP server and the skill to deploy the resources by prompt. You might be asking what is an MCP server and what are the skills. Like, MCP server is a model context protocol. Well, it might be a complex thing for you guys to understand on early days. Once you're familiar with that, it's easy to know. As of now, think like a adapter or a bridge that connects AI directly to the external tools, like connecting to an Azure DevOps or a GitHub or AWS account. The same way I have given access or a control to my Azure DevOps, where I can access my repository, run a pipeline. So I just built a small MCP server that connects the all 6 tools as of now. Those are like listing my repository, creating a pull request, and running the pipeline. Those all things. As of now, I can literally say in chat like list all my repository and run all the pipelines with the develop branch. If you want to create a repository or deploy resources, everything the AI can do it for me. At the end, by default, the AI knows how to talk. So the second one is a skill. Now you understood what is an MCP and how it acts, correct? So let's understand what are the skills. Skills is nothing but a set of instructions to follow. Like, I created a skill called Terraform Automate, and what it will do is it will do exactly what I have specified in the file, like deploying the resources. Basically, AI will interview me like what you want to deploy, what instance type you want to create, or which region you want to deploy the EC2 instance, like that. And it just pick it from the menu, whatever I have specified, set of instruction as I mentioned. So then it writes a Terraform code and it show me the plan, what all I'm trying to create it as per the response from the user. And it waits and it will ask you, are you good to deploy the resources or not? And once we say yes in the terminal, then it start deploying the resources and writing a single Terraform code. Sorry, without writing a single Terraform code. Now I'll show you how exactly it works. It works on a terminal. So here is my VS Code where I can see, yeah, here's my VS Code. And here is my Azure DevOps repository, which I can show you. One moment. Yes. So here I have already uploaded I have pushed the changes to my repository like MCP server and the RDS that I have already cloned in my VS Code. So here are the files basically. So yeah, this is an MCP server which I'm talking about. So here I have passed my PAT token to interact with the ADO, and it lists all the details and etc. And server.py. What this will do is so basically like a MCP server that consists of server.py and the interactive session.py. So in server.py, the server.py file, what it do is, as mentioned earlier, I'm giving the access to all the 6 tools like listing the repository, creating the pull request, and if you can see, like it create the pull request and it lists the pipeline and it triggers the pipeline and it gets the pipeline to run. And on the interactive session.py, it's like a manual menu to test the same action in terminal here without needing an AI. So just an interactive session. First for this, like I have already installed the Claude Code extension here. So what I'll do, I'll just open the Claude Code. I just need to connect my MCP server first. I'll just start the MCP server. So I think it's already started. If you can see one connected, so let's me show you the MTP servers. So if you can see, the MCP server is already connected to the Azure DevOps. So now what we'll do is we have to just load the skill what we developed, that is Terraform Automate, and that's it. Like it will ask few questions like what you want to deploy and where you want to deploy. So everything that will be like just with a prompt. So it's asking me like which resources you want to deploy, or you want to deploy EC2 plus S3, or EC2 alone, or S3 alone, or RDS, like that. So in my case, I just wanted to show you people like I'll go with EC2 plus S3. What is the preferred naming? What is the instance name you want to give? Like in my case, I'll keep my name. And which region I want to deploy, I'll go with the US East one. That's the recommended, which is telling. Then I just hit submit. So what it will do is it will start creating the resources on my AWS account. So here it's asking the instance name and what is the instance type you want to deploy, T3 micro. So how you want to connect the instance. So SSM Manager. submit. So the MCP server, like as an interactive session, it got to know all my details. It's asked like a basically an interview what all you want to deploy this set. So the fresh Terraform will apply now. And in the meantime, I'll show you my AWS account. So once we log into an AWS account, right now the resources are empty. So without writing a code, we are just deploying a EC2 and an S3. So if you can go to an EC2, launch EC2. See, it's already terminated. So the instance is not created yet. So we just need to say yes here, then only the EC2 will get deployed. So first it will do a Terraform init, initialize the repository, and then it will do a plan, then it will apply the changes. So if we can see the plan and the validate is clean, now it's running the plan. And the plan summary is telling the 10 resources to add and 0 changes and 0 destroying. So this is a EC2 on the app D3 micro Linux. These are the all the details it's showing, and also it is telling the cost. So it's asking me, are you ready to apply? So I'll just say yes. So once I say yes, so all the resources will be get deployed in my AWS account. So I'll show you how it is deploying and from where it is writing the code and all in few minutes. So right now the Terraform apply is happening. Let's go and refresh our AWS account. See if you can see it's initializing Captain Cloud Dev app. And let's go back to an S3. And here on the S3 it's created this one, an S3 bucket as well. So let's go and check it out if all the resources are applied or not. So yeah, basically it's creating, yeah, and deployed and verified live. So it is basically sharing the output as well, like what is the instance and what is the instance ID, name, and whether it is the IP address is public, so the no inbound ports and so we have not specified this, so it's not applied. And in S3 bucket, this is the S3 bucket which is created on US East 1 and with availability zone C. So currently the state is running, the agent is also online. So you want to connect the EC2 and you want to deploy the application, you can follow these steps. So as of now in this video, I wanted to show you like without writing a Terraform code, how we have managed to deploy the resources in an AWS account. So yeah, I think it's crazy, like without writing a code, like we are trying to deploy. That's the future of AI. So I hope you like the video and you want to learn more about this automating. Please do follow Captain Cloud, and I'll be your instructor and I'll explain you the each and every steps. So this is my first video. I just wanted to highlight the automation work I was exploring from the last 2 weeks. So going forward, I will be creating more videos and I'll help you everyone. Thanks for viewing the video. Please do share, subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye.